in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts.
Joey Sly set to kick
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. He'll be dropped after a gain of about
outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
James Washington.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. And some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
44-yard line. A gain of 14.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he fires one incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4 yards. First down, Raiders.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run with Jacobs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action with Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Complete to number 14.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Cleveland Burrow on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They're looking at a 3rd and a yard to start things out. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
14.
That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 13.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Quarterback sacked. A loss of
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I got one.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Haskins will throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Haskins back to the air. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
His kick.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Vegas, first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. His kick is good.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Colts 6.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Raiders 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Raiders.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
42-yard line.
Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
I'm here all day. So Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Back now in Indianapolis.
Raiders.
Where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like a turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Haskins to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Haskins now off the bootleg. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From a yard out. And the Colts add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 33, Raiders 17. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown, Colts.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Raiders
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Raiders,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.